Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Deadly Spark and welcome back to another Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator video. Now today we are doing some orcs and trolls versus various medieval units. So it's fantasy versus medieval. We're gonna be doing it amongst these woods. I don't know, probably like in the middle here, probably just outside of them actually. Um, but we'll see how this goes. I've got, I think uh, there's more on one side than the other, something like that, unless I've got the teams wrong. I might have got the teams wrong, let's see. I got the teams wrong, we'll be back. Okay, we're back in. The teams are all aligned and much better. There is more on this side than this side, but I think the trolls will carry the fantasy side. But without further ado, let's get started uh, and see who wins out of these. These have got catapults and archers, so that should keep them in relative balance, hopefully, to the trolls. I think the trolls will move quicker than the orcs, but who knows? I know they look like they're moving about the same. Maybe the trolls are a little bit faster. Um, that looks pretty balanced. They're all mixed up together. What about here? Yeah, the footmen are ahead. The medieval swordsmen, the heavy knights. Yes, those are the names. They're falling behind because of their speed, but oh, the trolls are quicker. They're breaking. They're starting to break ahead, and they're gonna meet the footmen, and it is gonna be in the middle. So, yeah, look at that. We'll see who wins. The footmen are basically just making up the numbers. There's definitely disadvantage for the archers, at least on that side. Oh wow, that's quick. That's not good. Maybe I added too many trolls. We're gonna have to reevaluate this battle. I'm almost certain of it. Look at that. Yeah, and then the orcs are just filling in the gaps. It is a bit of a difficult terrain to travel through, but yeah, no, there's too many trolls. That's unfortunate. I thought this would be more interesting. Um, well, I'll be back after a reevaluation, so we'll get through that pretty quick. I guess we'll see this out because it's gonna be over pretty soon. I think we'll just stack up the numbers a bit. We'll add more archers and more. We'll just like add like 1,000 more to the soldiers and like a couple hundred more to the others, and see how that stands up. I thought the amount of trolls here was too little, but apparently not. But we'll jump right back into the next fight. Okay, we're back in for another fight. I've added extra units. I added 1,000 more of the footmen. I added 1,000 more of the heavy knights. I added 500 more archers, and I added like 10 more catapults, I think. I don't know if this will be enough, but we'll keep ramping up until we get something even, I will imagine. Yeah, let's begin. Maybe it's not a good idea to have the footman lead. Because they definitely just damage sponges. They don't really do much. They're just there as like a wall. The same forces charging up the hill. The orcs looking very much the same. Okay. The trolls running amongst them. Charging up the hill. While these forces are charging down the hill. Yeah, and I don't know exactly what will be, I feel like under normal circumstances it's advantageous to have the high ground, but this is a bit awkward. If they're coming from up high, you got free easy shots. And it's still the same thing, like at least for the footmen, they just run in and they die in one hit. Hopefully that's just not a consistent thing, or else we might have to reduce on the fantasy side rather than the other way around. I'm hoping like the catapults and archers is what's gonna make the difference. Doesn't look like it though, unfortunately. Are any of the trolls dying? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, unfortunately this looks like it's gonna have to be a reduction. Or else we're getting to ridiculous numbers on this side for the scale of the battle. But that could be interesting in its own right. But yeah, the trolls aren't dropping. So we might have to add like nearly tens of thousands, which would be quite unfortunate. They're just running through them like nothing. The trolls are damn ridiculous. Like it was like adding the extra units did nothing. It didn't even really slow them down. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to try again. On to battle 3. We're back in. Again, we didn't do the reducing this side, but we added a significant amount more on this side. They've got 5,000 footmen, 5,000 heavy knights. We got 2,000 archers, and we've got 40 catapults. This is probably the biggest I'm gonna go before I start reducing on that side. But let's see how this one goes. How this fight's just evolving on one side, and the other side's just not budging. It's like the orcs on their own will probably get demolished, but because they got the trolls there, it's a different game. We're following the winning side up the hill. When do the footmen crest? I think I'm seeing them now. Yeah. So many more. Look at that. This is the different look. At least to one side, anyway. The fight's pushing slightly further and further down each time. Oh, actually, no. But it's probably going to be like the same thing, but there's going to be more, so they might actually stack up a bit this time. Yeah, they're gathering. They have time to gather. And potentially do damage. That could be the difference. They normally through already. This is already a different look. So this could be a much more even fight, which would be good. And by the time maybe the trolls have gotten through, like there'll be enough units where these orcs are somewhat balanced with the fight. Yeah, they're definitely being held up now. And that's going to allow the archers to do work that they weren't able to do before, because they're able to fire for longer. I mean, look at them go. We might start seeing some deaths of trolls this time. I mean, they have gotten through the army quite quickly, so this is still not enough to kill all the trolls. But there is less, I guess, less forces. The trolls are definitely weaker. Did any trolls die? I don't see any dead trolls. Well, that's a problem. There's definitely dead orcs, but I'm not seeing dead trolls. Yeah, the trolls, unfortunately, are too powerful. They're absolutely carrying. I mean, at this point, it's definitely like you can see that there's less orcs. Like they're sweeping through less efficiently now. Is that a dead orc? A troll? Yeah, it is. They're sweeping through less efficiently than they were before, but they're still sweeping through. And there are a couple of dead trolls up here. But I don't think a couple is enough. Definitely not. Okay, well, I think we'll increase again, and we'll finally see if we can get an even battle out of this. But on to Battle 4. Okay, and we're back in for Battle 4, I think. We've definitely increased the numbers. There's 8,000, 8,000, still 2,050, so uh, this is just more. We're just throwing more at them. And seeing how this changes. It was definitely getting close the last time trolls started dying, so it's a good sign of things progressing at a nice, even pace, but boy, it takes a lot to take down the trolls. It's like it's only 100 of them, and I thought, yeah, 100's not much. But 100's a lot more. No, it's a lot more. Like, their health pool's like crazy. Look at that. Look at the size of the army now coming over the hill. It's completely different in terms of what we started with. And like I would have thought there was too much on that side if I was doing this like that this way before, if this was the original setup. Look how many. And I wonder if this will make it even. It'd be fascinating if this actually flipped the other way. The trolls, because the trolls started dying, but like that was only like I saw what 2 bodies, so there's still 98 other health pools to go through. So this could still be not enough, but there is a chance like at one point that this will flip. Yeah, look at the build up now. The knights are actually able to gather and do damage. There are some orcs charging in. Look at that. It's such a beautiful looking fight. They actually get to gather quite a bit here. This is probably where we're going to see the most trolls die because of the how many get gathered. But this side, like, yeah, the trolls are pushing through on this side, but more have gone to that side this time. The balance is a bit different. I mean, they still have absolutely charged through. There's probably less health in the trolls this time. I mean, again, like, we probably did have to add tens of thousands instead of just thousands. The orcs are just sort of existing in a bubble of their own. Yeah, no, that was, again, it wasn't enough. I wonder what we should increase next time. More archers, more catapults. Maybe more catapults. Maybe go to 100 catapults. I do always think adding more catapults will be like too much, but maybe the medieval need it. Wait, look at that. Couple more dead this time. That's new. This is quite a bit closer than it was last time. I mean, there are still orcs running through, which is causing chaos. But it really is like just tons of trolls being the ones carrying. But this side looks like it's actually... Is it winning? I mean, it's not going to last long. But this side's holding out way longer than it was last time. This is where it ends. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna add for this next one. We're gonna go 10,000, 10,000, and then 100 catapults. The archers will stay the same. But yeah, this is over now. We'll go to fight 5. Jeez, the barrier crept up on us this time. Hello. The forces over here are definitely much larger than they were before. Um, Still the tiny little force on the fantasy side. Um, let's see if this is enough. if this is enough meat shields for damage to be done to the orcs. A bunch of them started falling last time. We've added a bunch more units this time, so this could be it. This could be where the flip happens, or at least a more balanced and close fight that goes right to the end. Well, the fight might be in a different spot this time because of how much for where they started. Might just be down the hill just a little bit further than it has been. We'll be here for the first clash this time. Look at that. Oh, today. That was weird. That was in my ears. Oh man, the footmen basically are just here to make up the numbers at this point. The orcs are charging in a little bit, but some of them, they're just standing around. Oh, he's running. He's not getting as much done though with what the trolls are doing. And here come the heavy knights. Yeah, the high ground's kind of messing with the catapults and archers a bit, because look at all the overshooting. If this was facing the other way, I think this could be a much different fight, which would be interesting to watch. But these are going much different. Like, look at this. The trolls are definitely looking a lot more bloody than they were before. I wonder if we'll get any deaths here. I don't think we did last time. But if we start seeing the trolls falling on this line, like this could be the one. Look at all the units getting flung back. They're just tumbling down the hill and the orcs are finishing them off. It's the job of the orcs, just to clean up the mess. The trolls, no, they're still fighting through this. Look at that. Well, some have gone down though. 2 have gone down. I think this is the first time this has happened yet, where trolls have died on the front lines with the main forces. Granted, it looks like it was only 2, but that's a grand improvement. And there was actually still some heavy knights pushing through, meaning that they are slowed down right in the path of the archers and catapults. There's definitely almost no orcs, and they were great fillers for this part of the fight. Still some up here. They're great fillers for this section because they overwhelm, but when it's just the trolls, this could be it. And this is significantly closer. Oh, this side's victorious basically. Yeah, this is the flip. Like it's almost like it's too much now. We've still got quite a few up here, but there's not so many that it's gonna be overwhelming. Oh, there's almost too many catapults. This is why I didn't want to ramp up the catapults too much, because now it's just flipped. But the flip has happened, and I think this is definitely in the favor of the medieval forces. But there is a lot of misses going, because they're really focusing on trying to hit the archers, and that's the problem. That's why the orcs were so good at this part. When it got to here, they just all spread out and mob the units, but with the trolls going after the archers one by one, that's going to be their downfall. I mean, if they were to target the catapults, this would be a different fight. There was a bunch of them over there, but did they just all die? They did. Yeah, this is it. This is where the trolls finally lose, because they're too busy attacking the archers instead. Too many catapults. He's dead. Yep, look at that. completely different fight. Well, we flipped it. That was fun. That was a bit of fun. Not quite balanced per se, but a lot closer. I think we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button. If you like this content and want to see more, feel free to subscribe and leave a comment on what you're gonna see in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.